Let's just bring you again that breaking news from a few minutes ago, and that is that the Kremlin has said that Vladimir Putin has called Belarus's President Lukashenko to organise talks, talks between a delegation from Russia and one from Ukraine in the Belarusian capital, Minsk. This is the very latest lines that we're getting from there. Of course, earlier on we had the Kremlin spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, saying that Russia is prepared for talks with Ukraine. He talked talking about the President Zelensky declaring his readiness to discuss Ukraine's neutral status. We have, of course, been watching out for anything from Vladimir Putin, and well, he demanded that the Ukrainian army depose the government during a televised address to members of the Russian Permanent Security Council. He called them drug-addled neo-Nazis. Let's take a listen.
It is quite clear that all this is happening on the recommendations of foreign consultants, first and foremost American consultants. Once again, I appeal to the Ukrainian armed forces. Do not allow the neo-Nazis and Benderites to use your children, your wives and old people as human shields. Take power into your own hands. Like that, it will be easier for us to come to an agreement than with that gang of druggies and neo-Nazis who have seized Kiev and who are taking the entire Ukrainian people hostage. I would also like to pay the highest tribute to the Russian soldiers and officers. They are acting courageously, professionally and heroically in fulfilling their military duty, successfully carrying out the very important mission of ensuring the security of our people and country.
Well, let's bring you some more lines that we are getting, this time from US defense officials who are feeding information. And they are saying that the US has so far observed more than 200 total missile launches so far from Russia. That's according to a US defense official. They say that some missile launches have impacted civilian residential areas, which tallies with some of the reports that we're getting out of Ukraine that some residential areas have been impacted by missile attacks. They also go on to say that the Russians seem in general to have lost momentum and the advance towards Kiev is going slower than Russia anticipated. Again, that tallies with what we have been hearing coming out of the area, that the Russians have in general lost a little bit of momentum in their attack of Ukraine and the way they've moved forward. Well, Russia's invasion of Ukraine is, of course, having a direct impact on the world of sport. In fact, in motor racing, Formula One has cancelled this year's Grand Prix in Russia, saying it's impossible to hold the race under current circumstances. And in football, the Champions League final has been switched from St. Petersburg to Paris.